David's soul rest in peace. Amen. The time we just went here, I was like, have I been? I say David. I said, what is it? He said David. I said, I don't know any David has been dying. He said, it's David Adekunle. That they were in a platform with him, and Lamutu, they did that last day, they broke the rules first. I said, I they broke the rules first without us. Now this might be wrong. I started calling him, he didn't pick. So another person I called was Cynthia. I said, Cynthia, did you hear? He said, you're not a message to tell her. I said, it's you too, because I thought that Taiwo was talking trash. Cynthia said, you have it, but let's not talk until we get him on the phone.
Yes.
But when did you open your WhatsApp?
No, he has not posted. He was actually when his call came at 6:05.
So Cynthia said, keep quiet until we get him on the phone. Do you understand? This thing is a lie. He did not die anything. I said, because he called me himself on the 29th of told me he was going to Prayer City for prayers. I said, okay, look at the item to go with. Only when they send me a message, New Year message, pray for me again. Before I now pray for him, I was even telling him that he's going to stand in big podium this year, and there will be flashes of light over him. Do you understand that the world will celebrate him? That's that time. People they sleep for night is not for.
I was there on duty here. Monday, me and Odusi again on duty again. So I was like, Monica didn't know what she typed on that platform. I have to go again. I started reading the thing again. Called Alamutu. Alamutu now said, he saw it too on the website too. I said, what could be wrong? You know him very well. Sometimes if he doesn't want to talk, you see him like
he will just stay quiet.
That's his talk. If you are 40 years old, and they have to be telling you that this is what you should be doing at this time. They are not serious. And you'll be laughing. But you know, sometimes he says some things here that all of us will be laughing. You will not laugh. It was like, was he negligence of his health? That tells all of us. For 40 years and above, do we go for medical checkup? We do not. If you are the hardworking type, that if anything happens to you, and you don't call your boss, immediate boss in the office to say, please, so, or you don't even have the time. Whichever hospital you are available to go to, private or government, let your family know, let your superior officer know that you didn't abscond. David has done his part and left. He has left us. Cynthia is doing his part. I'm doing my part. You are doing your part. I'm doing your part. From 2013 to now, that's 13 good years. And he's supposed to partake in promotion interview this year.
What I just want to say is this.
David said should teach us something.
Exactly. Like she said, this death of our colleague, David, is not painful one anyway. But the only lesson that I think we should drive on this is number one. Let us ensure that we do regular checks. A few days ago, a friend of mine told me that he observed his neighbor, that the neighbor wanted to, just came from the hospital. The neighbor wanted to go and do, this check, regular check. He used to go every year to check, and the later told that he has kidney problems. So the woman told him that you have G1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are in G1, that means your kidney is still okay. But when you are in G2, you are having issues with it. So you have to quickly do something to move back to 1. But if you are in 3 or 4, the thing is fine. So the guy, when you like, from the result is in G2, the guy said, somebody that he didn't know.
And you can also have to be checking your blood sugar. You also have to make sure that you are eating balanced diet.
David, I didn't know him on a personal level. As a colleague, we were just there. In fact, I've never been a hypocrite. I will not start now. David was not even my favorite person at all. I mean, if you count 1 to 10, 1 to 30 in this newsroom, David was not one. But yet we are here talking about going for his to attend service of sons. And I've been asking myself since I heard of David's death, because even before we discussed this here, when I saw his, I think it was the poster. I think he posted. Yes, I noted the service of sons, and I made a mental note that I was going to attend the service of sons. And after that, I will be very sincere about it. I sat down and I asked myself that what kind of hypocrite was I? Because the truth is, if David had invited me or invited us on an open house for maybe a Thanksgiving or birthday or something, I wouldn't have gone. I mean, he's not my friend. I wouldn't have gone. That is the truth of it. Let's call it. He's not my friend. I don't have any personal business with him. It's a personal thing. But what I'm just trying to say is that there is need to be involved. We don't celebrate each other.
And we used to do it
but
before.
When it comes to death, we are standing up and we are talking of donations, we are talking of so many things.
Yes,
and I just think it's very hypocritical of us. I'm calling myself out first and foremost because I know that if David had been celebrating something about it, I wouldn't have gone because he's not my friend. Now, is he my friend in this? Yes, I am going to go.
It is natural. There is one natural thing in human. There is this belief that you are still with us. But when you die,
the finality of it.
Yes.
Every contribution, David is there.
While I agree with what Judith said, I have a contrary opinion. You're not being close to David is not antagonism to David. My point is, this is life. You have your people, you have people that are not your people.
Exactly.
There is no way you
Everybody
will
will
be
be
everybody's
your
person.
yes.
There is no way.
And even
If
with
this
that
person,
difference, we are still all
like
united as one.
Yes, it does not mean that when something is happening to that person, you will not want to relate with that person at that point.
Yeah.
It's a matter of choice. It's a matter of personality. It's a matter of your relationship with this person. It is normal. Me and you, my mind no agree with you. It don't mean say if you fall sick. No, you're not getting. You're not celebrating when you are alive. Does not mean I hate you
I'm
now.
not saying that. See, in this newsroom,
No, your final thought was.
I am the least friendly person. I take it. I am not a friendly person. I don't hide it. I generally don't like people. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I don't hide it.
But if you don't like anybody, that does not mean also that we are still not united as one. You understand? And again, you must not also like everybody. So you understand? Just like it is not everybody that like her. So you understand?
And David, the thing is that David will not even invite general form.
If we are alive, there is no way they will not say, okay, today I want everybody to contribute to make Cynthia happy. You know it cannot happen. But until something peculiar happens, either you are celebrating or just dead. So it's just that it's just
his wife. He said, where is his girlfriend? She said, Cynthia. She said, I know that one. And every time I should come my husband, I should come. So she was asking her parents.
I think I have a lot to say about David. David, to me, is more than a colleague. One united us more because some of the major events, they may either send two of us to go and cover. We became partners in the business, like with the Tanzania's flight launch in Nigeria. We went together. We spent, I think, 2 days. And we've been going to different events. Some of the major events they will have is either they tell me if it is one person they need, they will say Cynthia or David. If it's two people, they will say Cynthia and David go together. And one thing about David is like, he gives attention to detail. You know, I can remember the one we went. I think some people from program joined us. In the night, we thought they would give us food. So later they didn't give us anything. David now took us to their mess there and really messed us up with food, you know. He paid for it. Despite he was our colleague, he was always, as in, taking down fatherly. He will so care for you. As if at times you will be wondering, is he your colleague? Again, you know, we live at the same place. Like that time we went for that reception of that in Air Tanzania. You know, it was Mr. Collins Atoiba and the wife that dropped us because we stay at the same place. We follow the same Ogba. Then he will now go to Agege. We got home that day like 1 a.m. and he still got to their house. Then when I received my award, David was also the one that covered it. We came back very late, though we took in drive. They had one kind of extended program like that. So they finally finished almost 2 a.m. and we got home. These guys still left for their own house that day. So maybe that was why the wife was like, it's always Cynthia. And not only that, at times he would just call me, like he said, Mr. Kinreti told him that you should meet Cynthia to teach you some editing stuff because he just finished his program with Lasso. So when he was doing it, I know how much he pumped into that place, you know, and yet he has finished. He couldn't even stay to even enjoy the certificate once. So on New Year Day, that was the last encounter I had with him. He called us, we talked at length. At times we would be on phone for like hours, you know. So later he called my children. In fact, when my children heard about his exit, they almost slumped because he was telling them that, your mom is like more than a husband and wife joined. That it was just God that single-handedly gave you this woman. Please don't do anything that will make her think. Just ensure that you take care of your mom very well. That was the last encounter we had. Then we were trying to pick a date when either he comes home or we see in the office for me to like detail him a little bit just on the little one that he will know, you know. That was the last we talked until early morning. It was Gregory that even woke me up. So when I picked, well, like, did you hear anything? Monday, okay. So I was like, nothing, no. After in fact, he said that the person didn't actually tell him what happened. I said, okay, let me just make a call. And the first person I was to call was David, because he was always the one that will hear first. You know, he's close to the management. So I called him first. I called him like 3 times. His phone rang, but he didn't pick. So I called Messi. Messi didn't pick. I called Adekunle. Adekunle didn't pick. It was later, Messi saw her own first and called me. You know, now broke the news. As in, this was the first person I called, even to inquire what was going on, not knowing that, in fact, To me, I've never seen a thing like this. The death of David was just like an eagle came to pick one of us and just left like that, because there was no sign and it was quite unexpected. Even him, I don't think he ever dreamt of something like that. This is a guy that buried his dad. His dad died at 100. So they have this longevity in their family. You know,
their firstborn was 73.
Imagine, you see. So how would you even think of that? And David has been a very, very vocal, dedicated guy. When Mr. Toyingbe died, we went. It was David and I that went there to go and see Auntie Funke for the first time, because it was the husband that just dropped us that day, and it wasn't. I think it was about 2 days after that Air Tanzania. They dropped us like 11, almost 12 in the night. And they just stopped us at Ogba and left, while David boarded another cab there to his house. So when we went for our award, you know, we were just seated because a lot of people were there. You know, award that contains both channels, AIT, NTA. So when they started, it was just like I should just be relaxed that he believed that I would be among those they would call. Immediately they mentioned my name, Cynthia Okere. He stood up first of all and gave me one sustained hug like that, and now said, "Stand, you deserve it." He was the one that took me most of the pictures and the videos. He will continue to wish you well. No, this is a very heavy blow. I never see a thing like this. But then, what do we do? He also contributes. In fact, one thing that pained me about David, that he didn't even enjoy his money much, because he was also making some plans of brighter future. You know, he was into contribution like this. One, they contribute with Antifa, them 150,000 every month. So I just said he had already picked match for this year. You understand? And all those money is contributing is just to be able to pay the children's school fees, pay rent, pay all the... Then the remaining, he will still use it to pay for that program he did at Lasso. This guy didn't even enjoy his... In fact, I have never seen anything as painful as this death since I was born. But then, since we can't question God, we just have to make do with it and adapt. Because as we are talking now, nobody knows the next second. But our prayer is just to live long, see our children to the stage they will start taking care of themselves. But this is really, really paralyzing, honestly. I've not been myself. In fact, this kind of death, at times, we even demoralize you from struggling more. Because at times you ask yourself, what's even the need of giving this life so much when you can't even quantify it? Okay, the certificate David got now, nobody can't bequeath it to anybody else. He's gone, he's gone. May his soul rest in peace. In fact, I'm even giving us credit. With the extent of deprivation we are facing here, and we are still giving our best. I don't think anybody from any station can do what we're doing here. We use our money to go for different events. They're supposed to be giving us awards. That to this extent, we are doing what we are doing in the Voice of Nigeria. We should speak more on how they should revive this place.
What I'm trying to say, do you know that this thing that our management cannot listen to what is happening here is still affecting us? That's why some people, when sort of thing is happening, you will see them dying inside. They are dying inside there
without saying a word.
Affecting us. Nobody. We are using everything.
Okay, do you know that there was a time
when we do our work for here?
Do you know if that thing
our money, ourselves, we are always coming here, but nothing has been
complaining. We don't know what is living inside these places. Do you understand? What is affecting our health and we don't know?
Madam Mama, what's your name?
My name is Adekunle.
Okay, you're entering. Welcome. This is Salama Tijabi. This is Judith Samadi. And Mommy, what's your name? Aisha. Yeah. This is our own Lukman.
Sickness.
This is our own Big Ify.
But when you are here, it's very, very cheap.
Chika.
If you eat ugu, if it is totally what is vegetables, put them, roast them, and see whether your life and then cold water taking. Cold drinks, they damage the liver and the kidneys.
This is our general head in Lagos, Auntie Monique, the boss of all bosses. And this is the former, our secretary for today. It's so beautiful. It's a happy new year. It's actually a very happy new year. It's a pity we lost one of us. There's nothing we can do than to take life the way we see it. This is Cynthia, reporting from the newsroom, the busy newsroom.